Science, still on the living things, part 4. We've taken part 1, part 2, part 3, parts. Today, part 4 on the living thing. Living things in our basic science class. The other time we were together in our basic science class, we talked about adaptation, animals and plants in their habitats. Why a particular organism can belong to a particular habitat and cannot belong to another habitat. Have you seen that video? Have you watched it? If you haven't, go back, navigate through the channel, it's there. You'll find that video, or I'll put the link below the comment box. Below this video, you will see those classes. Please go and find those classes. I have taken 3 series on these living things. And this living things class, I am taking episode 4. It's going to take us a series. We'll still have other parts coming ahead. And so in our basic science class today, we are going to describe transition from infancy to adolescence and adulthood. Transition, that's movement from one stage of life to another stage of our life. That is the transition. The day a child is born to when an individual dies, we move from one stage to another. No child is born the same and remains the same till the individual dies. No, you move from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3 to stage 4. So it's like metamorphosing from one stage to another, transiting from one stage to another. A day-old child can never be the same at 3 months, at 6, at 1, at 5, at 12, at 20, at 25, and as the case may be. So what are the transitional effects, or how do we transit from infancy to adulthood? Infant, as a child, from 1 year, is an infant. From a year, a child is said to be an infant. Then early childhood starts from year 2. The individual becomes a child. All of us are children, but we are looking at the transitional effects. And so early childhood starts from 2 to 5. That's the early childhood. When the child started knowing people in his environment, discovering his family member, interacting with people, socializing with people, start learning how to talk, start learning how to greet, start learning the language of the home. That is the early childhood. Then the middle childhood is 7 to 11. At this age, the child goes to school, socialize with other individuals, see what the open world is around, see how vulnerable he or she is, see how defenseless he or she is, see how he can adjust or she can adjust to the world they have come to. The child starts recognizing things. They start being a little bit analytical. At this child, verbal reasoning is introduced to the child so that the child will explore the world. The child starts doing try and error to see, why is this like this, why is this like this. The child transits to this age, 7 to 11. Then, you see, from year to year, we consider the child's early life. After that, the child moves to early adolescence. Early adolescence. And once the child moves to early adolescence, it's between the ages of 11 to 14. That's the early age of a child's adolescent age. 11 to 14. The child starts developing some features in his body. For the girl child, gradually the child develops breasts. Gradually the child sees that there are changes in his body. Some children at this age bracket, they start menstruating. They start seeing different futures in their body. This is the early adolescent age, and this is a turbulent time for the child. Because at this age, the child wants to belong. He wants to mix up with his peers. He wants to make friends. The child needs proper guidance at this stage. If not, something will go wrong for the child. Then, middle adolescence, 15 to 17 years. Oh, the child feels he's an adult. He knows what he knows. He thinks he's qualified to live his life. He thinks he doesn't need direction. So sometimes when we understand the developmental stage of our children, we will be able to guide them and know where to get them from, take them from, help them from. At this stage, the child is in his turbulence period. If you don't guide the child well, between this range, the child will go wayward. The child will exploit the world and then get lost from there. So at this time, the child needs proper guidance, proper direction, proper friendship. Be the friend your child needs at this stage, parents. Then we go to the late adolescents. It's between the age of 18 to 21. At this time, some of them tells you they are young adults. Yes, they are young adults, but we still consider them late adolescents. They still need guidance. Even if they have come of age to make some certain decisions in their life, they will still need to be guided in some areas of life. And then we will go to the early adulthood, which is between the ages of 21 to 29. Here a child can, here the individual can make mistakes. Here you can learn a skill. Here you can go perfect your skill. Here you can learn and relearn. Here you can multitask. Here you can be able to learn this. If it doesn't work, you make mistake, go over to, you can switch career, you can switch skills. You can exploit the world. This is where you are perfecting who you want to be. This is a critical age because if you fail here, you're going to regret it. This is where you want to pick out what you actually want for your life. This is the directional age. This is the career-oriented age. This age speaks for itself because if you misuse it, you are not going to find it. Remember, you can never turn back the hands of time. And then we'll go to the adulthood in proper, from 30 and above. You're supposed to be mastering over whatever you have employed, whatever you have made mistake in the past. This time you have corrected them, and this time you are to kick off in proper. This time you are answerable to yourself. This time you are accountable. This time you can do a lot of things to perfect yourself. So we have seen the transitional age from infancy to early childhood, from early childhood to middle childhood, to early adolescent, middle adolescent, late adolescent, early adults, and adulting proper. We have seen all of this. I hope you find value for this class, and I hope you understand what you studied in this class. Please watch this video, go through them often. Watch as you grow, watch everywhere, let it be part of you. That way learning can be part of you. It was my pleasure having you on Class Online this morning. It was my pleasure being here with you. Please watch this video again. Ask your question below the comment box. We'll take another series on living things. I'll drop by another time in our class where we'll discuss other things. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed. Share the video with those you think will benefit from it. Ask your question below the comment box. It's not a monologue class. It's not a monologue class. It's not just my discussion. It's our discussion between you and I. So let's go and interact there. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for being my community. Until I come your way next class.